What is up, everybody? This is FNH here with a brand new video. Talk about the M1 Finance's new checking account. Is this checking account the best checking account you can possibly get in this country, I guess? So I'm going to actually be diving into their interest rate percentage, talk about that, talk about is it overall worth it, what the fees are associated with it, is there a minimum account deposit or whatnot, and what are alternatives, basically. And the alternative piece, I'll probably make another video on because there's actually... Let's wait until we get to that. So anyways, so M1 Finance actually started their own checking account as well. If you recall, recently Robinhood said they were doing like some crazy high interest rate. I think it was like either 4 or 5%, FDIC insured, this and that. They were saying all these things and everyone went nuts. Even I did. I was like, that's a lot of high. That rate is insanely high for being FDIC insured. I was like, I'd rather just put my money there. I won't invest, but I'll rather just put my money in there and let it grow. It's already over the inflation rate. That's another point you should keep out. Inflation is on average 2% in the U.S., so definitely keep that in mind. So I was like, it's already way more than that. You'll actually be profiting a decent money if you want to have your assets or your cash in a very, very liquidatable spot, which is what Robinhood would have had. Then it ended up being not necessarily false, but false. They were like, oh no, it's not FDIC insured, it's this, it's that. Like, they overhyped it, they changed the wording, they changed the agreements, so I'm assuming so they don't get fined, so a lot of other legal issues don't occur. And yeah, so basically the M1 Finance app is actually FDIC insured, so you're covered up to 250 grand. You're fairly good on that. It's highly liquidable. You can easily just take out the money whenever you want. I'm assuming they just want to make it all centralized, hence why they're doing it. So like, if all your money goes directly to M1 Finance, like your direct deposit, you can pay your bills there, you can spend your debit card from there because it'll give you a card as well. You'll be maybe invest with them, and also you are getting charged a $50 fee yearly. So that's the first thing. You are getting charged a fee. Now, some bank accounts don't charge a fee. I personally have the one I have, Chase. They don't charge a fee. You just need to have like either direct deposit come in or a certain amount. That's it. You won't get charged a fee. Obviously, this one will get charged a $50 fee, but its interest percent is 1.5%, which is obviously much higher. I know a lot of banks. I think Chase is 0.01%. I think Bank of America is 0.1 maybe. A lot of these banks are crap. They really do suck. So you don't need a minimum account balance. But again, there are the fees that I was speaking of that you have to see. So the basic one, which is if you just have a basic account, it's just nothing happens. There is no percentage rate. There is no fee. Nothing happens. You got a regular credit card. That's it. The plus, this is where everyone wants the specific thing to occur, which is the percentage, 1.5. And again, the annual fee is technically 125, but I'm assuming a promotion is going on where it's $50 right now. And like he said, traditional banks, I don't know about the annual fee. I guess they're going based off of because they charge $12 a month. Some banks do charge that. That would actually end up like, I think Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo even maybe. I think they all charge $12 a month if you don't meet those minimum requirements that I'm talking about. But we're going to discuss on the M1 Finance. You don't need a balance. Again, FDIC insured, 250 grand. You'll have the access card, like early access and whatnot if you reserve now, and it's a metal card. I care about that with my credit cards, but it's still not that. It's not a deal breaker for me if it's metal or not. It just feels cool, but that's about it. It doesn't really do anything. You do get 1% cash back, so that is pretty interesting that a debit card is giving you cash back. I don't think debit cards usually do that. All my credit cards, majority of my credit cards do that, but I don't think I've ever heard of a debit card doing that. That's pretty interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Now, if you overall think about it, is it worth it? Not exactly, because if you think about it in the sense, like they even did the math for you. Let's say you're not going to have $1 million. But most people, let's say they have like 10 grand. I'm trying to see. Let's say you have 10, whatever. I can't even get to exactly 10. And with the monthly, what if I don't spend, bro? Because you'll earn a total fee. So with 10 grand, you're earn $160 in interest, $12 in cash back, minus the 50. So they're trying to say you'll make $122. Again, deceiving. You got to remember inflation. Even if you have $100 in your account, at the end and nothing happened. Let's say this is a regular checking account with no percentage points or anything. I know some checkings don't have that. And inflation happened. You went down $2. Your 100 is worth 98 now. It's still 100, but it's worth 98. You do have to remember that. So even if you had 100 here, and it's saying you basically made $1.50 in interest, 12 in cash back. Again, very deceitful, but let's say 12 in cash back. Well, this one you lost money, but still, like the perspective I'm trying to give is, let me see if I can do it with 1,000 to show a better, to show a better. Let's see, 1,000. Yeah, see, but you still lose money. You basically need to play like 5 to 10 grand to make it, to show a profit. It's still not overall worth it because, again, at the end of the day, inflation kicks in and you won't make that much money that you were anticipating to. I'm gonna make another video, but a very quick high level, like Goldman Sachs Marcus account, I believe that's what it's called. It gives like a 2.5 or 4% interest rate, which you'll obviously be beating inflation. So you'll be either keeping up with inflation or beating inflation to a certain degree. So you're probably better off putting your money there. I don't think it requires a minimum. I don't think it requires like a $10,000 deposit. I know some do. I believe Capital One requires 5,000 or 10,000, something like that. But theirs is also very high, like 2.6%. And like all those things are, again, FDIC insured, highly liquidable. You can take it out whenever you want. These are saving accounts. This one is not bad if you want to have it because you don't care about the percentage point. You just want it in one centralized location where you can easily trade easily. You can do all your things in one location. Again, some banks also offer that, but it's up to you on how you want to take it. But overall, would I recommend it? That's completely up to you. The $50 fee turns me off. I would prefer if they take that off, but I'm assuming that's how they're trying to make their money, because I know maybe they know not a lot of people will be putting that much money in. I could be wrong. That's completely up to you guys to go from there. I prefer no fees if possible, which a lot of other banks do offer with a higher percentage rate. So that's my take on this. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts below. What do you guys think about it? If you're going to apply for it, if you're not going to apply for it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But hey, other than that, overall, if you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Other than that, FNH out. Peace.